Watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Just moments ago, the Wolf administration gave a coronavirus update. Health officials spoke about the growing concerns over the surge in the virus and the effect on both the state's healthcare system and frontline workers. Governor Tom Wolf joined the conference via video since he's currently in quarantine after testing positive for the virus. Now, as the virus rages across the state, he said more restrictions need to be put into place. Temporary measures will begin Saturday, December 12th and end January 4th. They include suspending extracurricular school activities, limiting indoor gatherings to 10 people and just 50 for outdoor, and indoor dining will be suspended. However, takeout is allowed. Also, indoor operations will be suspended at theaters, casinos, gyms, and other entertainment venues. Retail establishments will be allowed to operate at 50% occupancy. Wolf encourages state and federal leaders to step up and help businesses and residents being affected by the pandemic. He also urges residents to work together to stop the spread of the virus over the next 3 weeks. State Senator John Udicek announced today that he's tested positive for COVID-19. Udicek said he was experiencing mild cold-like symptoms this week. He went to get a COVID test at the recommendation of his doctor, and it came back positive. Udicek said it's a somber reminder that the pandemic impacts every citizen, every business, and every community in Pennsylvania. The senator is currently in isolation and following all health and safety guidelines. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania's First Lady Frances Wolf tested negative for the virus just a day after Governor Wolf announced that he has COVID-19. The pair is currently at home in quarantine. A Wilkes-Barre man sustained injuries from a gunshot wound Wednesday night. According to police, the victim drove himself to the Wilkes-Barre General Hospital around 8 p.m. to get treatment for non-life-threatening injuries. While officers were responding to the hospital, they received a call that shots were being fired from 2 vehicles near North River and Union Streets. Police are currently investigating that shooting incident in Wilkes-Barre. Authorities released the name of a woman killed in an accident yesterday afternoon in Luzerne County. 19-year-old Amaya Sherrard of Harrisburg sustained multiple traumatic injuries during a crash on Interstate 81 near the West Hazelton exit. A 1-year-old child was also in the vehicle and sustained injuries. Authorities say Sherrard was traveling northbound just before 2 p.m. when her vehicle crossed the median into the southbound lane and hit a tractor trailer. The truck jackknifed and went through a guardrail. The driver of the truck, 51-year-old John Ripley of New York, was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazelton. Traffic in the area was backed up for hours following yesterday's fatal crash in Luzerne County. The Schuylkill County District Attorney's seeking the death penalty for a man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend back in August. 22-year-old Nathaniel Kimmel is facing first, second, and third-degree murder charges after allegedly stabbing 37-year-old April Mahmoud to death in her Shenandoah home back on August 30th. DA Michael O'Paik said he wouldn't have filed for the death penalty if it lacked merit. Kimmel allegedly tortured and stabbed Mahmoud 61 times. Her body was then discovered by her uncle on the porch of her home on Catherine Street. Luzerne County continues to deal with COVID cases among government employees, which include at least a dozen corrections officers. Even with health and safety protocols in place, county government has 24 employees out for testing positive. Another 17 are in quarantine as well after having close contact with someone infected, bringing the total to 41. Though offices remain open to the public, County Manager David Pedri encourages the use of online and mail service options. Also, 12 corrections officers at Luzerne County Prison are in quarantine after testing positive and are displaying mild symptoms. As a precaution, 8 COs who had direct contact with the infected are also in quarantine. Pedri said some inmates tested positive as well and are isolated from other inmates in quarantine, but could not confirm exactly how many. A national foundation that's been helping children reap the benefits of reading celebrated its 25th anniversary with a film premiere and its 150 millionth book donation. Wyln's Julie Stefanovich has the story.
Dolly Parton has been working more hours than just 9 to 5 to help out America's youth. The music and screen legend premiered the library that Dolly built yesterday to millions of people on Facebook. The behind-the-scenes film highlights Parton's imagination library that was created back in 1995 to inspire a love for reading among preschoolers nationwide.
This is truly a celebration of the thousands of people who took my little dream and made it their own. Now, I'm often asked, what is the secret ingredient for our success? The answer is, of course, each of you. Now, you have given the love of reading to millions of children. They'll be better for it, and so will our world.
The Imagination Library celebrated its 25th anniversary with a brand new milestone. The organization recently handed out its 150 millionth book. Locally, the United Way of Greater Hazleton, in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, has distributed over 30,000 books over the past 6 years.
The good work of the Imagination Library, which is an award-winning program that was cited by the Library of Congress as a best practice in the fight against childhood illiteracy at a very early age.
The books help children on their educational journeys, many of which are faced with obstacles because of social and economic situations.
Well, over 6 years ago, I learned anecdotally that many of the children that were enrolling for kindergarten in the Hazleton area school district didn't know their letters, English or Spanish. Language really didn't make a difference. They didn't know their language, and they had, some of them, believe it or not, had never seen a book. And as the head of the United Way, I thought, well, we can't allow this to continue to happen in our community. So we found the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, which was a proven success story. And for us, as a small United Way, it was a project that we could immediately become involved with and have that immediate impact. And I'm happy to say we think we're doing it.
You can learn more about the program by visiting imaginationlibrary.com or check out their Facebook page. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Coming up on Wyln News, details on a virtual memorial Christmas service, plus kicking off Hanukkah. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old. It's partly cloudy out here and a little cold.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
CARES has immediate openings for life-sharing providers to mentor and provide care in their home for an adult with intellectual disabilities. Our life-sharing program focuses on independence, living in and enjoying a local community, and building a companionship that's beneficial to both parties. CARES will provide training, support, and a monthly compensation in the form of a stipend. If you'd like to learn more about life sharing, call CARES at 866-CARES-VIP.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
One local funeral home has an online Christmas memorial service coming up to offer families a night of comfort and direction. Wyln's Phil Kaufman has the details.
The loss of a loved one is a difficult time, and during these difficult times, the ability to mourn with other loved ones has been stressful with the pandemic. The Coffin Hughes Funeral Home understands this and is reaching out to everyone who wishes to join in reflection or seeking hope.
Well, in the past, we invited all of the families that we had served over the past year to our Butler Chapel. Everyone would come to the Butler Chapel and meet with other people who were also grieving the same losses that they had over the past year. When we decided we couldn't do it in person, obviously, we decided we're definitely moving forward with it, and we decided we'll do it virtually. It took a lot of different kind of planning and coordination, but it's something that we pulled together, and we really think we're going to get across the same message.
The families that were served by Coffin Hughes each received a personalized invitation packet with a service bulletin, supportive literature, and a wrapped gift. But the staff stresses that this service is open to everyone.
Well, with everything that we saw in 2020, from our education to our church services and worship and even to funerals, we saw them moving to a virtual format. And it seems with the numbers and things that most churches are going back to now virtual for Christmas. But we figured for the safety of all that the best way to do this was a virtual service. So we had some clergy, a Protestant pastor, Pastor Jeremy Yadsko of Bethel Baptist Church in Freeland, and then a representative from the Catholic Church, Father Rick Palmonter of St. John Bosco Church in Sugarloaf, to come in and lead us in the service like they normally would.
The service will be provided through a multitude of online outlets, including Facebook Live, YouTube, and the funeral home's website. And if you aren't able to access the internet, there are still options available to you as well.
So those who may not have an internet connection, you can call our office, our drums office here, and there's a special prompter recording that you can press the key and it will play an audio version of it. So anyone, any type of capability you have the ability to watch this service. And it was really important to us to make sure that we had a bunch of ways that anybody could watch this Saturday.
For further information, you can visit their website at www.khfuneralhomes.com or call 570-708-3084. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thank you, Phil. Over 800 small businesses and nonprofits based in Luzerne County will start to receive more than $10 million in CARES Act funding. County Manager David Pedri said that the program was designed to assist and help nonprofits and small businesses who need it the most. None of the grants exceed $12,000, and the funds must be used to cover pandemic-related costs incurred between March 1st and the end of this year. Luzerne County nonprofits and small businesses with fewer than 15 full-time employees and make less than $500,000 in annual revenue were eligible to apply. If all goes according to plan, residents of McAdoo won't see a property tax increase next year. Borough Council unanimously approved a tentative spending plan that keeps the property tax millage at 18.36 mills, including 3 mills for streets. The $1,045,000 spending plan lists expenses of $983,440, which would leave a net income of $61,560. The final budget will be considered at a special meeting at 5 p.m. December 23rd in the Borough Building on North Hancock Street. The Jewish holiday of Hanukkah begins today. Hanukkah, also known as the Festival of Light, commemorates the rededication of the Holy Temple of Jerusalem after a group of Maccabees defeated the Greek-Syrian army and only had enough oil to light the menorah for one night, though the oil lasted for 8. Many celebrations suffered pandemic postponements or were rescheduled this year. Locally, the Jewish Community Center in Wilkes-Barre will have an outdoor menorah lighting ceremony on Sunday. Also, the Beis Menahem Youth Development Program plans to light a menorah at 7 p.m. Saturday on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. Hanukkah began tonight at sunset and ends December 18th. Coming up on Claire's News Choice, details on McAdoo's Santa Parade this weekend in Community and You. Plus, your home for the holiday stations still got it. So stay with us.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
Injured at work? No money coming in? You tighten your belt again and again. Call the Belt Law Firm. We work hard when you can't work at all. Don't buckle under pressure. Call Belt Law in Hazleton and Kingston.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Soul Spaceman on WYLN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9.
Hello and welcome to Community and You. I'm Philip Kaufman and we are joined by the McAdoo Fire Chief, Bob Leschko. Hi, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
And folks, Santa Claus is still coming to town this year. It's just going to be a little bit different. So we're here with Bob talking about Santa's appearance around the area and how people can get there, where and when to see Santa Claus.
So this year with the COVID virus, we did not feel it was in the best interest of anybody for us to go to our normal door-to-door. You make a reservation, we come to you. So what we decided to do was to still bring that holiday cheer and let the children still see Santa Claus. We will be bringing Santa on our sleigh with the music as normal, December 11th and 12th. So Santa will be going up and down the streets of our area both of those days. So on December 11th, we'll be starting in the village of Tresco. We'll be doing Tresco, Junedale. Then we'll be coming over to the east side of McAdoo Heights, Silverbrook, and Haddock areas. We will encompass both of those starting at 6 p.m. I really can't tell you when we'll get to your area. We'll be starting in Tresco, though, and then proceeding in that manner, going to Junedale, then to the McAdoo Heights, then to Silverbrook, and then to Haddock. The best I could tell you is our hopeful plans are we'll maybe have a fire truck go out in front of us, little siren, little horn, and Santa will then be in tow shortly thereafter. So you want to have your children come out on the porch, out on the sidewalk, wave to Santa, all perfectly fine. Our hopes are that if there are any kids out there, we're still going to maybe be providing some candy, goodie bags, that kind of stuff. But we will not be allowing anybody onto the trailer, nor will we be having Santa get off, that kind of thing. If your kids would like to stand next to the trailer as we're going, if time permits, we can try to get a quick picture and go from there. That'll be starting at 6 p.m. on Friday, December 11th. On Saturday, December 12th, we'll be encompassing the borough of McAdoo, the village of Clares, and the west side of McAdoo Heights, which that is the Pine Street, Heights Terrace area of the McAdoo area. So we'll be doing those areas starting at 5 o'clock on that Saturday. And we will proceed up and down all of the streets. We will not be getting into alleys or some of the tight areas, unfortunately, because it's difficult then for us to turn around pulling a trailer. So we will be going up and down the streets, again, trying to hit every street that we possibly can. We should be able to make it through all the at least streets, and we will proceed in the same manner. We just felt that this year was going to be the best way, and unfortunately we saw no other way of doing it, and we really did not want to have to cancel. So we'll be limiting our number of people that are out there with Santa and Mrs. Claus, and we'll be going through. We do ask, though, if you are going to come up for a picture near our trailer, that you please have your mask on, and we ask that you please maintain your social distancing from Santa in the trailer a little bit, just so we can make sure everybody is fully protected.
And now with social media being out there, the internet, if anybody wants to look up more information, seeing this, so where can they find you?
They can go to our Facebook page, our McAdoo Fire Company Facebook page. We've been putting everything out there. What we will try to do is Friday and Saturday, prior to going out, we'll put a little blast on there that, hey, we're starting, and we'll try to give some areas of which way at least we may be going, so people have maybe a little idea and they could keep watching our Facebook page to see which way Santa's coming. Like I said, we're gonna do our best. The only really thing that may prohibit Santa from being outside at all is the weather. We are not gonna stop if it is raining. We will continue, but Santa may then be riding in a pickup truck or maybe riding in the back of a fire truck, but Santa will be coming along, and he will still be able to wave to your children, and they'll be able to get a glimpse of Santa.
Perfect. All right, folks, you heard it here. Santa Claus is coming to town. That's the 11th and the 12th.
Yes, sir.
So if you are in those areas, check out their Facebook page. You may be seeing Santa come your way. So everybody take some time out and go out into your yard and have a little family event to go see Santa Claus. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us here on Community and You on Wyln TV.
CARES has immediate openings for life-sharing providers to mentor and provide care in their home for an adult with intellectual disabilities. Our life-sharing program focuses on independence, living in and enjoying a local community, and building a companionship that's beneficial to both parties. CARES will provide training, support, and a monthly compensation in the form of a stipend. If you'd like to learn more about life-sharing, call CARES at 866-CARES-VIP.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
From the bottom of our hearts, the WYLN TV 35 family would like to say thank you to all essential workers for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in our viewing area, and we'd love to feature your decked-out holiday home as our background for an edition of our newscast. All you have to do is take a picture of your own personal winter wonderland and email it to news@wylntv.com to show us your holiday creations. We would love to see and share them with our thousands of viewers who tune in daily. Here's wishing everyone a safe, happy, and healthy holiday season. And here at WYLN, we've always prided ourselves in being your home for the holidays station. So this year, we're bringing you the past 14 years of Sounds of the Season, right to your living room. Produced in cooperation with WYLN TV, DeMelfi School of Music, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, and Service Electric Cablevision Hazleton. Look back on the renowned Hazleton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra, under the direction of Robert Lagana, the Freeland Choir, the Fabergé Follies, and the Philharmonic Big Band, along with other featured soloists. So don't forget to join us as we look back on the years we've shared together, celebrating the sounds of the season. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com, where you can also find LVHN's real facts about COVID-19. Stay with us and look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.
At Grand Central, our family has